Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at a level 40.5 Solgaleo, so not really XL, and see what it can actually do here. Now, the reason why I'm not going to be investing my XL candies into this particular Solgaleo here is because, as you can see, it does have decent IV. It's going to be sitting at a 15-15-11. I don't necessarily want to invest in that because we're going to be getting these back into raids, supposedly shiny too. And they may even have the signature moves. Not that we can Elite TM the current ones that we do have at a later time, but Niantic might give them the whole Origin Palkia and Origin Dialga treatment with Spatial Rend and Roar Time, where you're not going to be able to actually Elite TM them currently, and you're going to have to wait for some sort of an event. But with that said, let's see what we can do with the Solgaleo in the Open Master League without it being completely powered up. All right, as a matter of fact, it's 10 levels lower than what it should technically be. So let's see what we have going on. We're going to be pairing it up with Shadow Groudon. Oh yeah, Shadow Groudon is coming back. Was it a horrible investment? Was I crazy to power up such a bad IV Shadow Groudon? Probably a little bit. Probably a little bit of a Joker crazy, but it was in the best way, and it's actually working out great. And we're also going to be pairing it up with Origin Palkia, which is just one of my favorites for the Open Master League here. So we are in a good position up against this Metagross here, and we're going to go ahead and go for another extremely resisted Psychic Fangs to lower that defense to take them out that much faster, and they just gave up at the end there. So we will be leading with Solgaleo the entire time. Oh, oh, dude. No, we're going to, I think we swap it later on. Palkia for now. So Zygarde, oh, hey, you're making me want to use my Zygarde here. One of the best for the Master League. So up against this thing here, Zygarde is amazing. We already all know this, but when it comes down to taking super effective damage, it's still gonna, it's not like completely invincible here, right? If you're taking neutral moves, that's where you're shining the most with the Zygarde. All right, so we're gonna farm them down. As you can see, we have Solar Beam. Folks, are we gonna land this? Oh, of course we don't. Son of a gun, this stupid game, I swear. Can't give me a break over here. No, it could have been Iron Head, right? So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Palkia because we want them to use up that energy, hit me with a Breaking Swipe. We have that Groudon in the back. And I think we're going to shield this up. Could have been a Surf, so we're just playing it safe. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and build up to the Precipice Blaze. If they don't shield us up, we're done. We're done. Just back out. Oh, hell yeah. Let's get it. All right, so we shield this up. Now, I'm thinking to myself, okay, that Rhyperior used up all of its energy, and I don't really have much leeway or time to farm up extra, so we're just going to take them out immediately here. Outpace them to the Precipice Blades with Shadow Groudon. This could be a Shadow Groudon video, too. I might just name it that. I might just put it in the title, in the thumbnail, because it sweeps up. It sweeps up. All right, this has got to be the most expensive team I've ever seen, okay? Straight up. I don't think it gets more expensive than this. I already gave it away. All right, they have 3 Shadow Legendaries. Hitting me with a Shadow Ball and freaking one-shotting me with their Mewtwo, pretty much. So they had the Shadow Kyogre in the front, Shadow Mewtwo here for their swap, and the third one, you're going to have to wait and see what that one is. I'm not going to spoil it yet. Maybe I will. It's the same one I'm using. This person spares no expense, right? Let's put it that way. So we're looking screwed. What the hell? What is going on here? So we swap into this, our Palkia, and they have a Shadow Groudon. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what is this absolutely monstrous, expensive, luxurious team that I'm fighting? I call the Fire Punch. You know why? Because we have 2 shields. They want to start baiting us here. And a lot of times people will go for the lower energy move to just start burning off your shields. Now, there's a common tactic in this, and that's just go for the straight nuke move. Make them think that you're going to bait, and then you just nuke them, and then they lose with 2 shields. That's also a strategy, but we're calling it all. We're calling it all, folks. We just needed to get to this Kyogre here. Come on. Oh, tell me this is a Surf. If it is, we win. Let's go. Oh, it's GG's. It is GG's, and we take the win up against this triple Shadow Beast team. Let's go. That was fun there. Next game, and now we have the Solgaleo up front. I knew that was going to happen here, and we're met with a Dragonite. It's okay. I mean, they do have superpower, and again, this thing is not even powered up. Okay? So keep this in mind, all right? If you're looking at this Solgaleo like, no, it's not. It's amazing in Master League. This thing is just not there. And again, I'm not vesting my rare candies because I'm going to get a better one when we unlock the thing for the challenge for GoFest Global and potentially shiny, but they're coming back with their signature moves so that we can do the whole fuse thing into Necrozma for Necrozma Dawn Wings and yada yada. All right, so we're up against the Tyranitar here. This is a good matchup. I'm going to go ahead and go for that Aqua Tail, and they're shielding it up. So we're going to let this go. It is a crunch. That's not good. They lowered my defense. Oh boy. So I do believe, if I recall this correctly, they may be double shielding this. All right, they are double shielding that thing there. So they do have Smackdown. We're going to go ahead and bring in Solgaleo. Oh, always opposite. Always opposite of what I say. So we're going to go ahead and shield up this crunch here. And no defense drop. No shield on either end. What you got for me? What you got? All right, so they swap almost through the Precipice Blades, but I'm no sucker, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Fire Punch after building up a little bit more energy, going for the Precipice Blades. This should one-shot. If you're thinking, why not Fire Punch? Because we one-shot it. Precipice Blades coming from Shadow Groudon is one of the strongest moves other than Psystrike Mewtwo. Straight up. And Shadow Kyogre, Origin Pulse, or Blizzard, or something like that, right? Next game, we're met with a Origin Palkia. Okay, so since we do have Groudon, we don't necessarily want to swap and get locked into the situation here. So we're just going to keep on spamming the Psychic Fangs here while we keep throwing the massively resisted Fire Fang at them, or Fire Quick move that we have. All right, so bringing in the Palkia, and they do have a Dialga. Yeah. So we're just going to go ahead and go for the Aqua Tail after building up to the Origin Pulse. Or not the Origin Pulse, the Spatial Rend. But they're shielding it up. Good. We gotta shield that up with the Aqua Tail. Are you kidding me? Bring it in Groudon here. Gonna go straight for the Precipice Blade, see if they'll let it go. And they do not, unfortunately. But we will be able to outpace them. And we also have to consider them potentially catching here in a second, making me waste my Precipice Blades. So we're just going to throw Fire Punch because we are Shadow, and this is still going to do a good amount of damage. And it's enough to take them out. They have a freaking Kyogre in the back. We get off a Fire Punch. Folks, I don't know about this one. Ooh, can we get to the... If we can get to this, we may pull this off. But that's not a Shadow Kyogre, so I don't think we're going to be able to actually win. Oh, we take the win. Oh, it's not over yet. Oh, we take the win. Okay. Hey, looking good. Next game, folks. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Met with a Origin Dialga. That sounds good to me. No problem at all. Not the best situation. Now, you could run Flamethrower or Iron Head on your Solgaleos. You definitely always want to obviously go with the Psychic Fangs. I'm just going with the Solar Beam because I got it off a few times. I'm not too sure how many videos we're going to be featuring it because I think every time I did get it off, I ended up losing anyway. Because that's the way the cookie crumbles for my account. All right, so Psychic Fangs onto the Mewtwo here. It is starting to add up, and it doesn't really matter. We're not going to go for Solar Beam. We just want to lower that defense, taking me out with Shadow Ball. Still 2-2 shields. We did bring their defense down, so we should be able to Dragon Breath them out of here. Oh my goodness, they were what? Look at that, 1 HP. Come on. All right, still 1-1 shield, and they're bringing in a Xerneas here, which is not looking good for me particularly. Still 2 shields on both ends, getting to another Aqua Tail. They're really trying to build up that energy over there with that Fairy. We have that full Groudon in the back. We're going to let this go. It's all up to the Groudon now. It is all up to the Groudon. Hitting me with a Moonblast. We still have 2 shields. They've only got 1 left. We can survive this, but we're shielding it up because we're Shadow and we just don't want to take all that damage. Hitting me with a close combat, swapping into their Dialga, throwing the Fire Punch here. And it's not quite enough to take them out, but what's going to happen at this point is we're shielding this up. We're going to quick move them down here. And this is getting a little nerve-wracking. Now we can take a close combat. They've only got 1 shield left, so they can only shield 1 of these. So we'll go 1 Fire Punch, and they'll get off this close combat or Moonblast, and we'll survive it barely. And wow, that was really barely. This will be enough to take them out, and we'll take the win with the Groudon. Oh, wait. No, we didn't. Oh, my goodness. We lost that. Oh, my goodness. That was a good game, though. Damn, that was a good game, I suppose. I won it by 1 HP. Next game met with a Garchomp. Not good. Not good. They resist the Fire Spin. Okay, so, yeah. Earth Power, we're just going to have to let it go. Bringing in Palkia here. So the game plan is to just farm them down. I couldn't believe it. Very good. And they're bringing in a Rhyperior. Oh, So I'm thinking what they have in the back is either Ho-Oh or Palkia. Or no. Sorry, Ho-Oh or Kyogre. So yeah, we kind of need to keep this thing alive. We're going to get their shields, swap into the Groudon here. Swap into the Groudon right away after we get both of their shields, right? They're retreating with energy. Ho-Oh in the back. Look at this though. Precipice Blaze. It takes no prisoners. Look at that. Like 3 inches of blood, if you've ever heard them before. It did so much damage, the Ho-Oh was stunned. It actually has an effect. Precipice Blade stuns your opponent for 2 seconds and cannot tap the screen. Could you imagine if there was stuff like that? Giga Drain 2, where you could actually recover your health, and it will kind of not affect the battle in a negative way, or it's like, well, how can we get around this weird mechanic? Well, it drains their health, gives you some health back, and heals you a little bit while they take damage. Could you imagine? I think we'll get there one day. I think we'll get there. That would be cool. Alrighty, so we're up against Haxorus, shiny, best buddy. One of the best looking shinies in the game. Obviously, all black ones are one of the best, like Charizard in this. Amazing. Okay, going for the Psychic Fangs here, and they do have Night Slash, of course. And we're going to go for another Psychic Fangs before they take us out. Then they do have Counter, and they're throwing. Great. So we dropped their defense by 2 stages. We should be able to farm them down with Palkia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're out of here. Let's go. They are down a shield too. This is great. And they're bringing in Meloetta. So we're just going to go straight for the Spatial Rend here. Seeing that they have 1 shield left, let's see if they want to actually use it. And they do. Frickin' A. So we swap into our Groudon here, and I am going to shield this up. It is going to be a Psyshock, my bad. Psystrike, yeah, sure. Okay, Poke. We'll let this next one go, no problem. And kind of wanted to get off Fire Punch, but we're just going to go ahead and KO them nice and clean here. We're not going to screw around. And they have a Metagross in the back. GG's. Look at this Groudon. What is this thing? Yes, I'm super happy I invested in it. I would have loved a better IV one. You lucky bastards out there who got a good IV one. It's so stupid. 1 chance. Bad IVs. You got to wait several months for it to be in raids. That's why I'm not waiting. And this is why I invested in it, because it's still putting in the work. Next game, we're met with a Mamoswine. Definitely need to look out for high horsepower. That's going to take out a couple of Solgaleos there with the damage that it will do. Well, probably 1.5. And we're going to easily shield this up. Hitting me with a high horsepower sounds really good. Going for another Psychic Fangs. I do believe they're actually going to double shield this thing here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. You're in trouble. So we will let this go. No problem at all. I kind of wanted to farm down with the Groudon, to be honest, but we're just going to go ahead and bring in the Palkia, and they're bringing in a Dragonite. Let's go. They are going to be into the Dragon Claw, so unfortunately we are going to have to use... Oh no, we let it go. Oh, okay. Putting all our hope into the last Pokemon. Hopefully there's no Kyogre. Otherwise, we're absolutely done for. It is a Groudon. I immediately swap into mine, and they back out because they already realize it's over because I have a shield, and they do not. All right, good stuff. Let's keep it moving here. Next game, what are we going to see? Oops, bring up my menu. So the game, look at this. Look at this. I'm not going to show you all the games where I was being countered. You're just going to look at the neutral ones, or the ones I'm taking a win, and they're not all good leads. But they throw a Skeletor at me. I'm going to tell you this. They started throwing only fire in the leads. You know how I usually go unedited and I just kind of show you the lead and then we just cut into the next one. Just take my word for it. I'm being honest. They were throwing so much fire. I just sit there in awe like, no wonder I haven't battled in Go Battle League for several days. This is garbage. This is completely manipulated garbage. And I just can't, my mind is blown on how manipulated and how they rig it so bad. It's crazy. So, this Skeletor just really put in the damn work, huh? Holy crap. What the freaking hell's going on here? Get that stupid thing out of here. Alright, bringing in a Ursaluna. We're going to go ahead and throw a super effective Aqua Tail and then get to another one, or they're going to take me out. Very nice. You sniped me. Oh my goodness, you sniped me. You got me. They're probably like, you got you, you scrub. I would pay so much money to see my opponent's faces and reactions and have a camera so I can see what their reactions are during our battle. That would be so amazing. Solgaleo, it's up to you. Start the show. What's up? What is good, bud? I know I was calling it Sigaleo before. Solgaleo, I get it. So we're farming them down. This is going to be close. And this was the play. Going for the Psychic Fangs. One more quick move. One more. Get your ass out of here. And we take the win. They literally stopped tacking because they knew it was over. Next game, what are we going to see? There you go. See? It started. It was like, nah, I don't don't think you should really win anymore. Okay, so we do have Solar Beam. Do you think we can get this off? Ha! I'm gonna let it go. Let's see what happens. If we do, then geez, that's gonna be okay. Well, that's gonna happen. Okay, or we just eat an Origin Pulse to the face. All right. So I'm farming. I'm thinking, okay, Origin Pulse and Surf. Nope, Blizzard. Story of my life. Do you see this shit? Story of my life. When I tell you, if I have a specific moves or specific Pokemon, they will have the specific moves to counter me. Always. Even if it's the most unconventional moves that people will never run, they will have it because this game is manipulated with an algorithm. Simple. It's so crazy. Who runs Origin Pulse in Blizzard? I'm not trying to call this person out. I'm just saying that never happens. But of course they had the perfect moves to go up against what I had, right? Of course they did. It's a rigged game. All right, gonna go ahead and go for the Precipice Blades to take the win here. And we're looking good. All right, next game. What do we got? Solgaleo versus Dragonite. We'll take it. Superpower is still going to be doing a decent amount of damage, but we can really dig in here. And the plus side is we can go in and farm down with Palkia and start building up that energy. If they have a fairy, yeah, it's okay. We have Aqua Tail, which has been buffed, and it does do a decent amount of damage plus getting stabbed, so we have that to look forward to spam them with. Groudon doesn't want anything to do with Dragonite, so we're just going to make sure we take care of this right here, right now. Hitting me with that superpower, I would assume this is another one, and then we can just farm them down with the Palkia. Unfortunately, I haven't used a shield yet. They're going to immediately swap, bringing in their Metagross. So here's the game plan. Still 2-2 shields. We're going to shield this up here. Fire Punch is going to be enough to take out the Dragonite. So we're going to build up pretty much to 100 energy here. Go for the Fire Punch. And we screwed up severely. I underestimated. I thought it was going to be doing more damage. Overestimated, I should say. So now they have 2 shields. Bring it in the Dragonite. Give me both of those shields. Because this is going to KO. Give me a shield. Oh, you let it go. What's in the back? Oh, Melmetal. Okay, we could work with this even though we have no shields. Fire Punch, getting a shield. Sounds good. It's building up a little bit more energy and throwing in our Palkia to catch a superpower. They're screwed. For sure, they're done. Because they just lowered their defense and their attack. And they have no other Pokemon to swap in to refresh that. So we're looking fantastic here. And we just have to play the game, and we're looking good. Remember, we have energy. We just need to get off 1 Fire Punch. They're still holding on to that last shield, aren't they? This is still not going to be enough because they lowered their attack. I don't think it would be enough even if they didn't. Or it might have been. Actually, at this point, it would have KO'd for sure. Going for the Aqua Tail to get that last shield. Swapping into the into the Shadow Groudon to take the win. Folks, there is your video. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!